Welcome, welcome. It's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. I know it's been a little bit, guys. I've been working my tail end off trying to, make a living and trying to get some time to do some of these videos for you guys. I miss doing these on the regular. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to get back to doing it. It's been so long since I've done enough of these. I've actually lost my monetization on YouTube. Let's try to get that back. So let's start off with 4.2. It just came out. They dropped this video to announce it. We will go over some of the finer details after watching this video together. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are this 4.2 a patch you are playing? If you haven't played in a while, is this one that's going to interest you in coming back? Let me know down below. All right, here we go.
Day 96. This is it. The breakthrough I knew would happen. The specimen holds answers far beyond their comprehension.
All right, so that was some compound. It seems like maybe they're doing some bioengineering or bioweapons, some sort of human engineering. Let's find out more.
Even the infants serve my purpose. They need an end to the regen crisis, and I will deliver it.
All right, so sounds like we're just picking up from the previous patch where there was a big crisis with people being able to respawn. Evidently, the regeneration chambers have been malfunctioning all over the Empire, and they can't figure out why. So this Lazarus complex is one of those places that has evidently taken on the task of trying to solve the riddle of the regen crisis.
Despite my colleagues' protests. That is why I am essential. Where they see life, my mind sees the design. The data locked in flesh that must be harvested.
It's kind of cool that they're doing these little flashbacks here where you could see the science team working hard, and then I guess this infiltrator team, I don't know if they're coming to collect the data for the good guys, the bad guys, somewhere in between. Let's see if it alludes to who is collecting the data on how to solve the regen crisis.
Science will not cower to moralistic fear. Progress requires clarity, not sentiment. To discover is to survive.
Sandworms, guys. Sandworms. Yeah, so cool.
To evolve is to rule. Once again, they put their future in the hands of science, yet still refuse to trust its judgment, its results. It's my responsibility to push forward. I must. I will save us all.
Okay, that was spooky, whatever little hand was in that egg. What do you think destroyed the entire lab? Was it this species that he was studying? He's definitely a mad scientist. Let's go on. Yeah, that's what you call a pucker moment, guys. You should be running really quickly without having more firepower than that. Those guys were toast. All right, so let's see what it says here. Death closes in. Panic rises as the regeneration crisis continues. Although researchers far and wide have flocked to answer the call of Imperator Addison and be credited as the saviors of the Empire, progress is slow. As desperation grows, more hazardous avenues of research are being explored, and the question arises, what price will we pay to hide from death? The gunsmiths and scientists, how far is too far? Disgraced weapons manufacturer Associated Science and Development was quick to enter into the regen research in thinly veiled attempt to rehabilitate its image after an infamous incident that claimed 6 lives. But fear and moral judgment continue to surround ASD as its chief scientist, Dr. Logan Jorrit, refuses to disclose his methods. Use of deadly force is authorized in this restricted area at the Lazarus complex. Blood splattered on this photo here. In the eye. Irradiate, illuminate, annihilate. Explore the data facilities of Pyro 4, break through the radioactive storms of Pyro 1, and venture into ASD's locked-down research facilities to discover Dr. Jorrit's dubious research methods. Add a visit to Wicklow's Emporium to your journey and trade for valuable asset. You'll need it, as the storm isn't the only thing that wants you dead. I assume it's, sandworms and other player characters and pirates and the whole 9 yards. Considering this is a large-scale, mission that's designed to have a little bit of PvP elements as well. You're going against the environment on Pyro 1. The electric storms can really wreak havoc with your ship and even, I think, take you down. So something to be mindful of if you try the mission that goes along here with 4.2. All right, Stormbreaker Danger on the Horizon is the name of the patch. And let's see what they're offering for sale at the start of this patch. So you got the Asgard, $350. I could click on View Offers, and it'll give you an upgrade offer as well, which is pretty cool. But 120-month insurance, which is not bad considering it's a patch and not like this ship's already been announced. Its concept, it's actually out, it's flyable, so it's past the LTI phase. So 120 months when it's not a massive sell, that's pretty fair. Cutlass Steel, $235. Who has one? I mean, I have one, but who else has one? Because most people got rid of their steel a long time ago. It's really, really underwhelming for this price tag. They're going to have to do something serious with it. I have a feeling the armor is definitely going to be buffed, but they definitely need to make the guns better. Then we have the Prowler, which is, of course, a dropship, $440. They just came out with a new Prowler, which is the Prowler Utility. We'll do another video on that one. Then the Star Lancer TAC, one of the coolest, newer ships in the game. It does have a special upgrade offer, $375. That's probably pretty darn fair for a ship its size with its capability. This is definitely a good multi-crew ship. Has the ability to hold like a Fury in a hangar. It's got a cargo bay that's you could put some ground vehicles in there. It's got a lot of guns. It's just an all-around really cool ship and great for the small org. Then we have the Valkyrie, which is very close to like the Asgard. They're somewhat related. The Valkyrie is more of a dropship, where the Asgard is, well, it's also a dropship, but it's for like cargo or vehicles and that sort of thing. Then you got the Vanguard Hoplite, which is a fighter and, well, it says boarding vessel. That's changed. It used to be a dropship as well. It's only got like 5 seats in the back, but hey, $240. You get a fighter that's got some multi-capability. That there are better ones out there, but hey, if that's just the ship you really love, then I'm not gonna knock it. Get it. Then back to the Asgard there. So you can get a patch bundle. So you can get the new Hazard Patch Bundle, showcasing a striking yellow and black livery. This bundle includes the Caldera Sterling Exploration Suit, designed for maximum protection in the most hostile environments. Pyro 1. The Volt Prism Shotgun, renowned when reaching a heat threshold to fuse its pellets into firing a singular powerful projectile and the hazard paint for the Crusader Spirit. So great if you have the Spirit, right? You know, $27, you get this whole thing. Is it worth it? I mean, that's definitely going to be up to the individual. You know, the Caldera suits are kind of cool, and I like that they're doing some variations on it. And of course, you get the gun that a little harder to come by. So the Volt Prism shotgun, you know, shotguns are good up close, but yeah. Anyways, the Superior Prowler utility is also available. Should we go and explore the patch notes for this particular patch? Let's go check it out. Okay, let's make this quick because I've already done this part of the video and my computer blue screened. It's been blue screening a lot lately. So I got to try to get this in before it crashes and I get another corrupt video file. So this is long-term persistence and the 600 player cap as well. Let's go into actual stuff they've added. So the ASD data centers that are on Pyro 4, you can go there and they've got all sorts of associated sciences and development stuff going on that you need to figure out what they're doing is to conquer death. Then they have the ASD shuttle stations on Pyro 1 that are on the outskirts of enormous never-ending storms with deadly radiation zones, which will kill you if you're not careful. ASD research facilities. These are bases that you're going to go to that you're going to end up combating other players and creatures. And yeah, this is where you're going to find the goodies, right? So you want to go into these ASD research facilities. You're going to want to do this as a group most likely because a few solos probably aren't going to get the job done unless people are just not doing the missions. New environmental hazard is radiation. We kind of talked about that. It can kill you, but they also have given better armor for that. There's some stuff that has much more resistance, both for the base armor and for, you know, armor that was made for that, which you kind of saw at the end of the last part of this video. Wicklow Emporium Exchange updates. So now you've got some new ships in there. The Mirai Guardian QI, the Anvil Mark II Super Hornet, the Misk Fortune, Apoa Nox, Mariah Pulse, and the Ursa Medevac, or the MRSA as we call it. They are in addition to the previously added ones, and they can be unlocked by bringing certain things to Wicklow. Equipment swapping hierarchy. So now pretty much whenever you loot a body, it will try to keep your stuff on the new armor that you swap out. Now, if there's not slots, it'll put it in your backpack, and if there's not room in your backpack, it'll put it on the ground. Now, the loot UI is going to take on this new swapping hierarchy, but the regular interface, you know, UI is going to be the same as it was before. So additional stuff, medbeds will now protect you for 30 seconds. If you do get up, it will cancel that time. I'm guessing that's to protect you from those spammers, but guess what? The griefers or whatever, they can count to 30 too. So that's not really, I mean, I guess you're not getting shot before you even wake up or having to load into the game somewhere else. I don't know, but yeah, 30 seconds. Use your time wisely. Increased refinery job speeds across all types, and it's updated now to allow complete orders to be loaded into the cargo ships. There is a reward balance for the Rayari Gather missions. They've updated Bounty Hunters Guild missions using the Patrol Missions V1, and they've slightly increased the numbers of Copian in Acidic Cave. So if you're in an Acidic Cave, be wary. You may find some Copian, some doggies chasing you. They've done some exterior proxy polish on space stations and landing zones so that now you won't clip through them. Or if you're trying to clip through them, usually that ends very badly. So I don't advise trying that. But yeah, now it's not supposed to happen as much. They added bigger cloud formations to Pyro 4, and they increased the temperatures on Pyro 4. They've got 4 new hairstyles, 2 longer, 2 shorter. They've got new vehicles, the Argo Atlas ICTY and the Geo ICTY and the ICTY Rad. Now, the ICT, the Geo ICT, are only available through Wicklow if you trade in various components, and the ICT Rad is only available from the ASD facilities on Pyro. So those are the only places you're going to get that in-game exclusive vehicles. The Asperia Prowler Utility. So this is the stealth cargo hauler that I'm not sure very many people asked for since it's only 32 SCU. More likely, this is going to be used to supplement the ground forces that are going in a regular Asperia Prowler with like ground vehicles and weapons and ammunition, that sort of thing. But it does have size 4 pilot weapons, dual size 3 turret, and quad size 2 shields, as well as a tractor beam. Scanning mode and targeting UI updates. So they have limited the number of non-priority chevrons to 5, like neutral targets. The targets now show as chevrons until you target or pin them. And you can scan, the scan wave reveals all valid targets within their names and distances. Then shield regen updates. So they updated the shields to reserve buffer per face instead of as one pool. So currently the reserve pool stores all shield health in one pool, then distributes evenly back again. This can lead to easy distribution of health between faces again. So if one face or 4 is fully down, then the reserve pool will store 3/4 of the health and distribute it evenly amongst all faces again. So with this update, shields will now store each face separately in the reserve pool to avoid this redistribution. Prowler series updates. So they've reduced the Asperia Prowler series cross-section values by over 50%. They've made moderate health damage reduction and critical damage threshold increases. The wing and joint health has also been increased to further reduce them from breaking off. Lesser torque imbalance, multiplier, and then a small increase to the quantum fuel amount here on the Prowler series. The Idris series updates. They've greatly increased the Idris series capacitor ammunition. They increased the turret rotation speeds while adding rotation, acceleration, and deceleration times. They've increased the Idris alpha damage to meet size 7 damage weapon standards. Well, there's the damage types and then the numbers. They greatly increased the hangar door and ramp health, and they've added missing gimbals on turrets. They returned remote turrets, retuned remote turrets traversal speeds. Starlancer updates. Moderate Starlancer series SEM nav boost max speed increase. They reduced the light range on ramp and drop door projectors. The Starlancer attack has updated hydrogen tanks up to 48 SCU and quantum fuel tanks to 3.35 SCU. Weapon turrets ammo max count buffed, and the side turret max speeds reduced with added acceleration deceleration times. Missile and torpedo rebalance or balance updates. So across the board, missiles and torpedoes have been readjusted to increase minimum lock ranges and lock timers, and they added a minimum activation distance for fired torpedoes of 1,500 meters, give or take, and they decreased the minimum maximum explosion radius on hits and increased the health. So greatly improved all the torpedo tracking capabilities, and they've the explosive ordnances will now explode when distorted, and the safety is off. So ground vehicle scanning adjustments. Well, you guys can read it. The additional ship and vehicle updates, there are numerous ones. Definitely check it out. This will continue to be worked on. Weapon items, they've got the Volt shotgun and the Cure Life Decon pin extra. So the Volt Prism shotgun, it's another weapon by Volt. Pretty cool. And then the Cure Life Decon extra. This is for, I guess, radiation poisoning and that sort of thing. You'll get stabilized faster than ever. The R97 shotgun's been rebalanced. Then there's additional weapon updates, like the Volt shotgun mags are added to the shop, environmental suit added to the shops. They adjusted the Volt weapon series modifiers to improve hip fire recoil, of the feel of it. They updated all environmental suit tolerances to approximately -150 C to 175 degrees Celsius, and then they added base radiation resistance to all armors. Then they have more dynamic rain in different locations in Stanton and Pyro. You can check all that out. LTP additions. So they added the flight blades and bomb rack into the LTP records, and they added the fauna harvestables into the records post-War II. Then additional core tech, they added ability for locked doors to require multiple forms of authentication to open, such as having to wear specific clothing, armors, or helmets. The tech currently used at the new ASD locations in Pyro, so that's a big one for you guys doing that mission. Pay attention. They routed the item recovery item spawns through player's home inventory if the target medbed does not have valid landing zone. This will be a buffer zone for items to be stored in the player's home location to add additional levels of reliability for when the player's spawn point no longer exists. They refactored how they handle cleanup or lifetime of entities spawned by mission location modules, so that's better to handle after DGS crash recovery. New spawn closet subsumption logic. They slightly reduced water light reflections. Terrain physicalization has been optimized more. The Area 18 traffic CPU to GPU performance conversion updated. Sorry guys, I'm tired. I've worked 14-hour days in a row. Further 3D comms, comms call visual polish, and then they made various client and server performance improvements, made various networking improvements, bug fixes, technical updates. There is a host of them, and then of course, technical updates. There's only 3 of them here, but yeah, known issues. You can go in here and read the known issues. I'm not going to go into all of them because this video is already long enough. What do you guys think of 4.2? Is this one for you? Are you waiting longer? I will tell you that the patches are getting better and better. I've been really impressed with the progress this year in Star Citizen. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Have you been impressed with the progress, or you think CIG is still crap? So let me know, please. I am interested to hear your thoughts. With that said, I'm my dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.